guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Abimbola. So if this is your first time on my channel or you've been here before but have never subscribed, can I please ask you to just click on the red subscribe button now and then click on the bell icon to turn your notification on so you are notified whenever I drop a new video. If you've already subscribed, it's good to see you again. Thank you guys. I'm not quite sure how many of you will remember Victoria Inyama. She's a Nollywood actress and she became very popular when she featured in the soap opera called Ripples in the 90s. So she relocated to the United Kingdom years ago when she got married to this man called Godwin Okri. Godwin Okri is an author and a lawyer. So a few days ago, in an Insta live chat with UK-based mental health advocate, a lady called Marlene Anderson, Victoria stated that there are cracks in her marriage and that it became obvious after her ex-husband began maltreating her. She narrated a harrowing experience she was allegedly subjected to by Mr. Okri. So Victoria Inyama revealed that she lived in fear as Okri allegedly threatened to yamutu her if she failed to do his bidding. She disclosed that she opted for divorce and that her husband turned it down and also insisted that she is his property. So this is the bit I don't really understand. Does being married to a man mean the woman is a man's property? This is something I would have expected to hear from an illiterate and not somebody that is educated like Mr. Godwin Okri. That is if what Victoria Inyama has said is true. But I don't really see any reason for her to make up such a story. So in the interview, Victoria said, and I'll read exactly what she said to you, "I was scared because he would tell me, I know a lot of people in prison, my clients that owe me a lot of favor because they didn't do long term, and I'll just waste you and nothing is going to happen." At that point, I just told him that I am ready to die. I am not coming back to you. He said, all right, we will see about that. He would bring his girlfriends to my house to drop off the kids, and one day I said, can we just go for a divorce? And he said, you can't divorce me. I own you. You are my property. Divorce me? I said, you've moved on. You are living with another woman in your house. He said, so? You are not in my house anymore. There has to be a woman in my house. And I requested a divorce. He went on to say, first of all, you can't divorce me. And second of all, which man is going to want a woman with 3 kids? Oh, you think it's because you've gone to the university that you think you are now intelligent. You are not intelligent. I was arrested in front of my kids and locked up for 12 hours. That was my most humiliating moment in life. I'm not sure why Victoria was arrested and locked up for 12 hours. I would really like to know the reason, because this is the UK. It's not like Nigeria where a rich man or a powerful man will just call up the police and say, get this person arrested because they are rich. They wouldn't really have any concrete reason, but because they have the power to do so, they just call the police and ask them to lock the person up. But this is the UK. This man must have made up a very good story to have had Victoria arrested and locked up for 12 whole hours. But I would really like to know what happened, what the excuse was, what his reasons were that made him to get her arrested. And the police came, arrested her, and locked her for 12 hours. I would really like to know. But Victoria did not really go into the details of why she was arrested and locked up. So, Linda Ikeji posted Victoria's Insta live chat, and Victoria went on Linda Ikeji's Instagram page and gave a bit more details about her marriage to Godwin Okri. She also advised the victims of DV. So she stated she endured for years because of fear, because of culture, and because of religion. So guys, let me just read you her exact words on Instagram. So Victoria Inyama, and this is her verified Instagram page. Thank you so much at Linda Ikeji Blog Official for sharing. Thank you for all the love being sent to me. I have been out since 2014, currently in the divorce process since he has refused to divorce me, even though I am a terrible person. I took it all because of fear, culture, and religion. Pastor will beg me never to call the police, but keep praying for him to change. Same pastor refused to be a witness when I finally took the case to court. Culture, being an Arochukwu daughter. Pride wouldn't allow me to speak out. I always played the part. Fear, I believed his threats, but not anymore. I actually believed he could kill me. Afraid of being a single mom. All that's in the past. I have full custody of the kids due to his treatment to them. Please, to any person suffering DV, please call the police. Don't involve pastor. Not worth it. Involve family and police. Stop being ashamed. Na person wey die lose. I pray he speaks out too. There are people here that knows him. please ask him. So guys, that was Victoria Inyama's post on Linda Ikeji's Instagram page in response to the fact that Linda posted her Insta Live chat. So funny enough, guys, I used to see Victoria in New Wine Church based in Woolwich here in London, when I was worshiping there, and that was around 2005 or 2007. I can't really remember the exact year, but I stopped going to New Wine in 2007. So I hope that's not the church she's talking about. I did mention the same situation in a video that I did on some pretty lady whose life was cut short by her husband in Anambra State a few weeks ago. No woman should stay in a DV relationship. Victoria is actually very lucky to be alive and to still be whole, that she hasn't been maimed by this man. There are so many cases in the UK of women that are going through DV, even white people. And because they are afraid of the stigma that they've been married before and they've left, or the fact that they will become single parents, they don't want to become single parents, that they stay in the marriage and continue to suffer. And until it becomes clear that, listen, this is not going to work, until it becomes clear that it's either you get out or you die or be maimed, and people come to their rescue or organizations come to their rescue, these people continue to suffer in silence. Sometimes they don't even tell family members, they don't tell anybody, nobody knows. And when you see them with bruises, they give you excuses, they tell you they fell or they did this or they did that. So as Victoria has clearly said, if you are a victim, if you've been in that type of relationship, if you are still in that type of relationship, you need to get out. I'm a qualified mental health nurse, although I don't do clinicals anymore, but I have seen a lot of people that have experienced DV, and I know what has happened to them. I know what they've gone through. I know the effect it has had on them. I know the mental state at which I have seen them when they've been admitted to my wards. So if you are in such a situation, get out before it's too late for you. The funny thing, guys, is that this man, this so-called Godwin Okri, was disbarred. He was actually disbarred in 2018 by the Bar Tribunal and Adjudication Service, and this was due to the fact that he committed an offense related to his time as a solicitor. So apparently in 2004, while working on a conveyancing transaction, he acted for both seller and buyer where a conflict of interest existed without the written consent of both parties. So Godwin Okri was struck off by the Solicitors Disciplinary Tribunal in 2009. Okri was found by the SDT to have given contradictory evidence and his explanations had not been credible. So according to the BTAS, Okri breached money laundering regulations, ignored a previous warning by the Solicitors Regulation Authority on property fraud, and dishonestly assisted a third party in securing a property for substantially less than its market value. That's a little bit about this man. So I'm not surprised that he claims to know people that are inside, people in prison that he could call to do his dirty job for him. So if he has a shady past, then of course he will know people that have been inside and are out now that would do his dirty jobs for him. So following this Victoria's post on Linda Ikeji's blog, some people have left comments on her story, and let's just see a few of those comments. So this person called Rich Generations, she must get a legal counsel, otherwise he will kill her and claim it was out of self-defense. He's building up cases to defend his action, but she's not doing anything to defend herself. No one is above the law, especially in a civilized society. I'm very sure this lady has a lot of evidence to provide, otherwise she won't be so confident to go to court and speak out. So this person, Holawale Akin, said, as much as I don't dabble into marriage issue or make judgment based on one side story, it's so mean for a man to treat his kids that way if it's true. That part really, I'm wondering why she did not call the police when he did that to the children. But because she was still afraid, I'm thinking because she was still afraid then, and she didn't really want to give him a criminal record or something. Maybe that was why she held on and didn't say anything. But if she had done something, if she had taken action then, she actually wouldn't have gone through most of the things she went through. Things would have been sorted out a long time ago if she had reported him then when he did those things to the kids. Because in this country, they don't joke with kids except they don't know. Kenan Mind said, surprising that such a legal mind could behave that way. He was a learned friend. I remember being in your party in Belvedere and enjoyed your egusi soup, Vic. And then Simply Ulo, what we go through as women, some are better off single. Exactly. If you are in such a relationship, you are better off single than being battered every day. Ekemini Obon, wow, never judge a book by its cover. For 12 years and you never sought for help inside London. This is heartbreaking. tears in my eyes watching this. And then Kingly Tie Slick, I'm not sure if I pronounced that properly. You will be surprised at the way some men behave. This one definitely fell from his mother's back as a child. Parents need to do better raising the male child. So let's read the last comment. There's a lot of comment, but let's read this one as the last one. So this one is from Love Me Jenny. You see the major reason I must marry, right? I'm not even looking for just the handsome, sexy, fancy kind of man, but a compassionate, kind, considerate, and decent man. May God never allow us marry a devil in disguise. Gosh, yes, it might not all work out at the end, but why humiliate someone you once loved? Can't you leave someone in peace and you all move on being friends or not? So guys, Mr. Okri does not want Victoria as his wife, and he won't let her go. What a wicked human being this man is. You've tortured someone for so long, and yet you won't let her go. I'm sure no one can see Mr. Okri outside and think he can ever raise his hands or lay his hands on any woman. No one will ever see him and think he's that type of person. But from everything that this lady has said, it's obvious that he is. The case is in court. According to her, she's sued for divorce now, and the case is in court. And the pastor has refused to testify, despite the fact that he knew everything that was going on. Because that's what Victoria has said. The pastor was aware of what was going on, and the pastor kept telling her to keep praying for him. After praying for so long, nothing happened. She left. But now the pastor that was aware of everything that has happened has refused to testify. Well, I won't blame the pastor, but I will always blame the pastors when they know something is not right in a marriage. If a couple is having problems in their marriage, especially when it's physical, a pastor in his right senses should actually ask them to take time away from each other so one does not kill the other, and then they can now find a solution to it. But most of the time, pastors will ask you to stay in the marriage and endure and keep praying, even when they know that one day the man might end up putting an end to your life. So if you're sensible enough, if you have problems, if it's physical with the man you're living with, speak to your family, speak to the police. Otherwise, you will blame yourself. That's if you even live to blame yourself. In the UK, there are so many organizations that support women who have found themselves in such situations. I don't know about Nigeria, but I'm sure there will be some organizations that can support people like that in Nigeria. There's actually a post on Victoria's Instagram page where she's written, in the UK, the DV disclosure scheme is known as Clares Law. It allows people to ask the police if their partner has a history of DV or abuse. Under Clares Law, anyone can make inquiries into the partner of a close friend or family member. It was introduced in 2014 after the death of Claire Woods from Batley, who was murdered by her ex-partner on February 2nd, 2009. My life with Miss Marlene Sarah. There is no shame. Please speak out and get help. So she's been through it and she's saying it. If you are in such situation, seek help. Don't suffer in silence. Don't put your children through the unnecessary stress, because when children actually go through that, when they witness such things in the family, it affects them in the future. So you are not helping those children in any way, because some women will say they are staying in the marriage because of the children. You are not helping those children in any way. You are actually damaging them. You are traumatizing them. Seek help. Seek help. Speak to your family. Speak to people that you know can help you, and God will also help you. Alright guys, so that's it about Victoria Inyama. Let's have a conversation in the comment section about this whole issue, what women actually go through. Some men do go through it, but it's not as much as that of women. Let's discuss this in the comment section. Please don't forget to share this video, and if you're passing through that, what this lady has passed through, seek help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye for now.
A lot of the times, I know that life throws all sorts to us. Life throws lemons, and I know that sometimes it's easier to say, oh, turn it into lemonade, but I know it's not that easy because I've been there. But I can tell you that, please, I share my stories a lot because I want you to know that there's light, not even at the end of the tunnel. I want you to know that you can light up your darkness yourself. Sometimes it's so hard for people to even understand you. Sometimes it's so hard for people to believe you. And let me tell you, these typical abusers, they know it will be hard for people to believe you. Maybe you're not able to express yourself properly. Maybe you just do not feel confident enough. But please, trust me, there's help. In the United Kingdom, abroad, there's help. Please, call the police. Don't feel ashamed. Don't think about what people will say. Let people say what they want to say. Don't be ashamed. Please call for help.